Interesting, though. You think you'd know better to not have a tadpole implanted. I don't know. I don't know what they know. They know more than I do about the whole ordeal.
Who there, wanderer?
It's Elminster!
Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old
It's
man.
like
Elminster?
the most
Very
impressive,
same
famous
and a fair
wizard
bit
in the Forgotten
miffed
Realms.
he is too.
And like
Finding
over a
himself
millennium
forced
old.
to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Who knows him? My, not every day one meets the hero of countless ballads in the flesh.
Oh, I know a minstrel by trade when I see one. Tell me, what ballad bold enough to lift me onto the pedestal of acclaim enjoys your musical predilection?
Oh, nice. Okay, we have 3 options. Very important decision, I guess. The day of the Dragonwoke in flame, Elminster hailed the Worm King's heir. 10 leagues into the Underdark, the wizard bore the lance of Krynn. Or across the peaks of Icewind Dale, strode forth the sage of Shadowdale. Let's take the last one, just from the sound of it. I think it would be across the peaks of Icewind Dale, strode fast the sage of Shadowdale.
Oh, is that so? The lyrics are by Volo.
Nice.
You know, whose name alone is sufficient enough criterion to arbitrate its acclaim to truth. 2 weeks I had to endure a frozen beard and wicked frostbites. Yet he makes it sound like a dalliance through the dales.
Yes, yes, yes. Be that as it may, you said you came all this way on my behalf, did you not? For what purpose?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale.
Mystra.
You know
guess.
of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
I think
Young
Elminster was the
man,
chosen
has
of
your
Mystra,
sojourn
if I
away
remember
from
correctly.
Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Poor Gale. I suppose we could part with a few of our rations.
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works. If only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
This way, then? To your camp. Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach.
13
We'd best
centuries.
follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
Very well. I suppose I'm as curious as you are to hear what he has to say.
A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a...
I hope it's good news, but I kinda don't think so.
That was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see, well, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
You were sent here as an actual divine messenger.
Oh, Mystra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now.
Didn't Elminster just
But
teleport to
even
us?
so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mystra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute.
Yeah, Elminster's amazing
Most
in stories.
insidious of evils.
You wouldn't happen to know of a cure, would you? Some all-powerful parasite withering spell, perhaps? The goddess herself is aware. I wouldn't say no to some divine intervention, you know?
The very purpose of my presence.
Ah,
In a roundabout sort of way. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
why? Unless... Is it... We know that the orb in his chest can blow up. Is she tasking him on a suicide mission? How horrible would that be? Especially as a deity, like how many tools do you have in your hand that you go for that? Because it would only, like... It would destroy everything around him, right? His own words, like a city the size of Waterdeep. And we would have to find the Absolute. Gale alone? How so?
The orb.
The orb.
Precisely.
Dang it.
Mystra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
Surely there's a way around
You
that.
must
There must
find
be.
the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
Say what you will, but you can't force Gale to go through with this.
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying
Okay.
this, my friend. But such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece. And need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid.
Definitely going to do and try everything we can do to avoid that. And also what a horrible burden to live with. Like, how does that feel for Gale?
It is
Just
done.
imagine how crushing that must
Both
be.
charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
There's still a long journey ahead. We'll find another way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of Wyll. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Yeah, Elminster also doesn't seem to be happy about that.
Ready and willing.
True, now we have a skill, Netherese Orb Blast. He triggered the Netherese Orb in his chest, destroying everything and everyone in a wide radius. But isn't that just game over if I do that?
I've got a long road ahead. Light on my feet.
Hey, Gale.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
I can't say anything like how cool to meet Elminster. I can say that I expected Elminster to be more imposing. I can say an old man with a craving for cheese. And I can say he didn't seem much of a friend. All not very fitting, but he didn't seem much of a friend, showing up and demanding you kill yourself.
It's not a demand he wanted to make of me. As Mistra's chosen, he had no choice but to deliver her message. However much it pained him to do so. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
You're seriously considering what Elminster said?
Of course. We offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
Like everyone around, right? Not only Gale, which would be bad enough. Astarion should be the sacrifice option. He's dead already. Ah! I don't understand. Can't Mystra just destroy the Absolute? Or Elminster himself?
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs.
Yeah.
Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As
Ao
for
is like the
he saved the realms more
super
times
god.
than legend can recount. To take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
And now plays the theme I want to live. There surely is another way. There has to be.
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
That's bullshit. If they threaten the gods, why wouldn't they help? Make no sense. There are, I think, tablets of power they're called. There are some rules the deities have to abide, and like same for castles. You are very often not allowed to meddle like too much with mortal affairs. And the thing is, if mortals are going to threaten gods, it's still kind of mortal affair due to the rules, to the laws. That's why they also didn't like prevent Castle's folly beforehand. So castles trying to take on and Mistral and becoming the new god of magic. But yeah, it is close, so it makes sense, but those rules are sometimes a little bit weird. Anyway, you're not going to blow yourself up, Gale. I won't let you.
Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. We may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Anything more you can say about the whole ordeal? Gotta say, is Mystra always such a demanding goddess?
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up.
I hope so.
It's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
But I have to say, that's the odd thing, that Mystra deems that the best way of tackling the whole issue. Especially if because they have history and stuff. How are you feeling? It can't be easy facing the possibility of death.
Oh, you know me, never the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Oh, Gale, I'm sorry. Pat, hug, hug. Just so jealous actually doesn't want you to have him. I will succeed. Oh well. Yeah, we have more great news. Talk to Wyll.
A shame my first brush with the famed Elminster couldn't be a tad more optimistic. Listen, I might invoke the Triad from time to time, appeal to Helm, but I'm no man of faith. Not like Gale. I don't know what drives a man to consider his own death, among countless others, to be an appropriate exchange for his goddess's forgiveness. To me, it all sounds like nonsense. The faith that matters most is that which you hold in yourself, in the ones that most matter to you. Big Bomb be damned. Gale's got everything he needs to defeat the Absolute already. Talent, nerve, and powerful allies at his side. I hope he'll come to see that.
Be damned. If you don't know, of course I think the game so far didn't mention it, the Triad is like a constellation of 3 deities. It's Ilmatar, the good god of mainly self-sacrifice and stuff. Tyr, which is very lawful, also good, but very strict on laws and moral codes and stuff like that, and justice. And Torm is the third one. But I would have to look up especially like the correct way of what he stands for and stuff. But I think he was also very kind of lawful good god. And it's like kind of uncommon that, especially like not in the pantheon, like gods, like very few gods come together and work together, which make them kind of special. Anyway, with this. Say something.
Spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Yeah, Tom has
Or
as a symbol a
mayhaps
left
resurrection
silver gauntlet.
Instead.
Nope, with this. Okay. Let's long rest before we head into the Shadowcast lands. Doesn't seem like anyone wants to talk with us. But also wouldn't have been surprised if Gale wanted to talk with us. Yeah, let's try talking again with Wyll, though. Of course, we found something out about his father.
Well met.
Weird.
Well met.
We can't talk about that. Anyway.
I do enjoy our conversations. What do you need?
Romance me. Anyway. Well, I think I have to wait a
I
little
can't
more.
believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste
Oh,
of a
Astarion.
perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
Oh, Astarion. Oh, come on, Gale, give him a kiss or something already.
Oh,
Be nice.
was that Gale's granddad?
Oh boy. Ah. Oh, Karlach, you're killing me. Look like it.
Wonder if he's a wizard too. He's certainly got the beardliness for it. Why'd he come all this way to track us down?
I don't think it was. It turned out Gale has an explosive bomb in his chest, and Mystra has asked him to blow up the heart of the Absolute.
Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mystra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do?
Oh, Karlach's so cute and wholesome. And a little dumb, but that's all contributes to the cuteness and wholesomeness. What do I think what he will do? I think if there's no other way, I think I would do it. But I also think he's kind of like us, so be like, okay, well, we'll try to find anything else. So I think the most fitting one would be the last one. I'm not sure. I think he's of several minds.
Well, tell him to pick the right one. Or better yet, I'll do it. Fucking wizards, man. They always need help picking the simple, obvious option. If Mystra can't think of another way to stop the Absolute than sacrificing Gale, she's no god worth worshipping. I'll say that to Gale in, you know, gentle terms.
Oh. I want to see something.
Eager for battle.
Look at that. We have a good relationship with Lae'zel now. Interesting. Oh, Karlach. Should I take her along once again? Or should I stick with Lae'zel for the time being? I have to say, if I have to pick between Fighter and Barbarian, actually, so far the Fighter seems more fun to play.
Your desire.
We'll stick with Lae'zel for a while, and let's just see what the next quest or something demands of us. Take along.
No time to rest.
More food. Collective sigh. Eh.
Don't waste a step.
Okay, currently seems a bit bugged in the beginning to leave camp. So, once again, just do our spell, routine again, and then we will try to leave again. And hope it works.
Blood? No, never mind.
Guess the dead animals are also due to the shadow curse. Oh, we could go through here. But as I said, we will take the underdog. So the original way.